We are one day away from what's going to probably be one of the, if not the most important presidential debate in U.S. history. And a lot hinges on this for Biden. There are reports swirling about a plot to replace him if he flops tomorrow. A lot's at stake.
There is also this. A new report claims Democrats could have a plot to replace President Biden if he performs poorly in the first debate or his poll numbers continue to decline. The reporter who broke that story explains more of the details on Jesse Waters' Primetime.
What top Democrats are saying is if the worst comes to worst, there's two options. Either Joe Biden and his family do the right thing, call it quits, admit that they can't make it, and step down. But if that doesn't happen, top Democrats are saying that Nancy Pelosi, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Chuck Schumer will all have to unite and go to the family and tell them that it's time for Joe to go. You see Democrats out there right now already predicting that Joe Biden is going to lose the debate. But what they're really concerned about is that there's just going to be one devastating moment that will really crater his possibilities of getting elected. If that happens, then that's when they're going to have the tough conversations with the Biden family.
There you have it. Serious talk about replacing Biden if he messes up tomorrow. He's heading into the debate with only 42% of Democrats satisfied as their party's nominee. According to a new AP North poll, the pressure's on and Democrats are worried. His cognitive decline is no secret. We've all seen the videos, the gaffes, and the moments where he seems completely lost. They can't hide it anymore, and they're freaking out. There's genuine concern among many, even within his own party. But let's be real here. Biden could freeze up on stage, forget his own name, and the mainstream media would still declare him the winner. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. CNN slapped a gag order on the Trump campaign days before the debate. Why? Because they know Biden needs all the help he can get. Biden's been hiding away in a basement, preparing for the debate, while Trump's been on the campaign trail. Imagine a president needing a week to prepare for a debate. God forbid something actually happens where he needs to make a big decision. His handlers are probably doing everything they can to prop him up as we speak, just to keep him awake for an hour and a half. They'll have him jacked up on whatever it takes to get through this without a major meltdown. This isn't going to be a fair fight. You know this, I know this, but Trump's stepping into a cage match against not just Biden, but the entire establishment. But Trump is strong enough. He can handle it.
Anyway, Joe now, of course, 5+ days and counting. He's been in hiding. Apparently, the president of your country is not able to perform his regular duties, the duties of his job, while also preparing for a 90-minute debate in friendly territory on fake news CNN. At least 16 aides are helping Biden prepare with mock debates and strategy sessions. Also, according to reports, Biden's intensive week-long debate prep at Camp David.
16 aides. Come on now.
Also includes exercises where Biden practices standing up for a whole 90 minutes straight. Now, that would be the length of the debate. Now, of course, we don't know everything that's happening at Camp David, and many Americans believe that Biden could be taking some kind of performance-enhancing drugs to help his ailing memory and his poor stamina. Now, Trump called on Joe Biden to take a drug test. He said he'd do the same. Now, today's flash poll on Hannity.com shows a vast majority of our viewers believe that it's going to be a jacked-up, hyper-caffeinated Joe that's going to show up at Thursday's debate, like the State of the Union, not the usual cognitive mess Joe. You can still vote at Hannity.com. We'll show you the results. That's coming up at the end of the show. Now, of course, we haven't seen jacked up, hyper-caffeinated Joe since the supercharged, angry, yelling, screaming State of the Union address where he barely blinked and motored through his script in record time. Didn't even give the Speaker of the House time to introduce him. Unfortunately for Joe, there will be no scripts at Thursday's debate. He will have to rely on his memory. Luckily for Biden, he will probably get some help from the so-called moderators. Fake Dana Bash, fake Jake Tapper are two left-wing Democratic talk show hosts that hate Donald Trump. And like so many with Trump derangement syndrome, they're quick to compare the former president to Adolf Hitler. Take a look.
The dehumanizing rhetoric of Adolf Hitler is once again alive and well on a national political stage. This time, of course, in the United States, this time given life by former president and current Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump. If you were to open up a copy of Hitler's Mein Kampf, you would find the Nazi leader describing the mixing of non-Germans with Germans as poisoning. There's really no other way to say it. Donald Trump's language mirrors this directly.
Long-standing anti-Semitic trope that the true allegiance for Jews is to their religion rather than their country. It was used in Nazi Germany to justify the arrests, persecutions, and mass killings, attempted extermination of the Jewish people. And Trump has been pushing this trope for years.
And according to fake news, CNN, Tapper, and Bash, they're just fair-minded journalists with no political bias at all whatsoever. Clearly, nothing could be further from the truth. Was that opinion they were stating, or is that fact? And because the structure of the debate, these two left-wing hacks, they will have the power to cut off Donald Trump, even mute his microphone, while offering real-time, hyper-partisan, on-air Chiron fact-checking when they have their truncated question up there. For example, here's what you can expect from fake Jake Tapper based on this interview.
This is what Trump's up against tomorrow. I give him a lot of credit for agreeing to do the debate on these terms. He knows it's going to be 1-on-3, and he's still going into the lion's den. CNN sent some warnings to content creators a few days ago saying no one can show clips of the debate or comment on it. They want to show you only the clips they want. It's all about narrative control. If you look at the far left, they lie about everything. And they are desperate to run cover for Biden because they know his cognitive decline is real. Why do you think this debate is happening so early? Hosting a presidential debate in June is unheard of. Same for July and August. Before 2024, the earliest debate in an election year was in mid-September. So why is the debate happening in June? It's because everyone knows Biden's on his last leg. And this is a desperate attempt by the establishment to salvage his presidency. They're throwing everything at him to see if he can hold it together. If he can't, you can bet they'll be scrambling to replace him with someone they think can actually win in November. Here's Benny Johnson on X with a hilarious debate preview.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun.
The bar is set very low for Joe. All he has to do is show up, sit, face forward, and sound somewhat coherent. But if he falters, we might see a dramatic shift in the Democratic lineup. Names like Gavin Newsom and Michelle Obama are being whispered in the corridors of power, ready to step in if Biden can't cut it. Will Obama and Valerie Jarrett choose someone else to replace Biden after the CNN presidential debate? Is Obama ready to cut Biden's strings? Democrats might be realizing that they can't keep this facade up much longer. The elites only care about power, and Biden's proving to be a liability. They know we've become a laughingstock with Biden as a leader of the free world. It's about power and control for them, and Biden's just a pawn. If he flops tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if he's quickly replaced. They can't hold it together much longer, and they're ready to pull the strings to ensure they have someone who can carry their agenda forward. But while Democrats are scrambling, Trump's support is only growing. He's out there rallying the people, and his message is resonating. Despite all the media attacks and the establishment's efforts to undermine him, he's gaining traction. I want to hear what you guys think, though. Do you think we'll see Sleepy Joe or Jacked Up Joe? Will he make it through the debate without a major blunder, or are we looking at a potential replacement before November? And what do you want to see from Trump tomorrow? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. The stakes couldn't be higher, and tomorrow's debate might just be the tipping point. Stay tuned, because this is going to be one for the history books. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. Consider joining the ARP family. It supports me, it supports the team, it supports this channel. It gives me the ability to push this content to you guys on a day-to-day basis. Keep God first in your life, stay prayed up, and I'm gonna catch up with you all next time. Peace.